Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay,
And this is Desmonds Donders. Hello, and welcome to an outdoor Wednesday waffle. We're on our Easter weekend break, and Lindsay's gone for a walk, and I'm doing one of the things I do when Lindsay goes for a walk. I'm sitting, bird watching, drinking tea, shooting video, taking photographs, and generally wandering about. Today's waffle was actually not inspired, but a car pulled up with a couple of women, a couple of dogs in it, and the first question they asked us was, did we know where we were? Apparently they weren't sure, so we explained where they were and where they could go and what have you, and off they went. Came back quite pleased, and drove off to somewhere where they could let the dogs off a lead, because this area's full of sheep, it's farms. It's a great place, and as we've said in the videos of the place, sorry, the birds are distracting me, the videos of the place, it's on. We can't think why we weren't back here since the last time we were. It's 2016, so it just shows other things get in the way, other places closer to home, just as nice, but this is something special. So it's now on our list of places we're definitely coming back to. It's a little bit outside our normal weekend, but it's well within our longer weekend mileages that way, and it's mainly for a guidance so that we don't go to places too often, etc, etc, etc. However, that's not all I'm going to talk about. We're talking about what I do, and one thing is photography. I've done that since probably 76. Had various cameras through my favourite Pentaxes to my latest, which is a Canon, and it was a big move to switch from Canon because I've got an awful lot of Pentax lenses. I don't have the adapter yet, but no doubt I will. The Canon optics that I've got with the kit seems reasonable. I'd like a longer one, but it works for me. And for the past few months, it's not just Lindsay. This rock is sore on my backside. Just proves it's live. The photos that are in the videos, some of them have been mine. You have to go back and watch and see if you can spot them. Bird watching. I've done that. I've been a bird watcher since 7 or 8 year old, and it was an interesting time. I remember having my first book, the Observer's Book of Birds. Then I got a proper bird book when I was 11, for passing the 11 plus. I got a proper bird book, and I still have that book, and I've had plenty since. The other thing I do is video. Sorry about that, but interrupted by something, people I think they call it. They wanted to chat. They were worried I was filming them. In fact, the camera is pointing at me and what have you, was beside the point. But that's one of the other things I do, is shoot video. I've been on YouTube about 8 years now, I think, but I've only been shooting for the video for the last 5, 6, because we didn't have a video camera that we could use with them. We had a tape thing, but the transfer quality was awful. We had a camera, but it didn't do video, etc, etc. But now we do, and that's it. And I fly my drone sometimes to get video. I've flown it here already, yesterday, and I'll possibly fly it this afternoon, because it's a nice place to fly. I might try going in a completely different direction this time. There's hills and valleys to the north of us, which might be worth a little explore. The problem is I've got to go up a bit of a height to get above the pylons which are behind us. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. It's what I do when Lindsay's walking. Here's another thing I do while Lindsay's walking. Drink tea. I do all sorts of other things. I listen to music. I listen to, or read books. Sorry, I don't use audiobooks. I prefer to the written word, or in my case the electronic word, for fiction. But I still like my paper, proper book for factual stuff. My bird books, any electronics or engineering books I'm reading. Things I like. And more I'm swapping over and getting a lot of it from electronic means, but I still have to stick with them. So we've talked about video, we've talked about photography, we've talked about bird watching, I think. I'm looking down at the binoculars just to prove it. Oh. And I didn't tell you at the time what they were. They're just standard 8x42s. I've tried stronger, I've tried different things, I've tried spotting scopes. I have a spotting scope which I can't use because it's scratched. I prefer my simple 8x42s. Excuse me. Sorry about that. There was a bird that I couldn't quite see without them sitting on the branch above Desmonds and singing. Not a great thing special, a Donnock, but a nice bird to hear. Anyway, drink tea, take pictures, take video, talk to people apparently, and watch the birds. That with the other things, and I've got my radio. I haven't actually raised the mast on the radio for a long time, and the reason for that is my back. Every time I do, I hurt my back, so I'm looking at different ways of raising the mast and putting the antenna up. But we'll see. No moan, just a waffle in a lovely place, which I haven't told you where we are. That is because this waffle is going to be out before the videos. No, I'm going to tell you, it's alright. It's Loch Scarderoy, or Scarderoy. It does have a different name, and I'm going to pronounce it, or sorry, I'm going to say it and mispronounce it. And this is the one, this is it, Loch Bean a Cherin, or Charin. I'm not sure which it is, or if it's even Beena. It might be Ben, or something like that. But that's the nearest I can come to it. It's a lovely spot, well worth a visit, and if you watch the videos, you'll see the road in, because we saw deer on the way in, and I think I've got them. I might have to play with the video a bit so we can see it. And we saw the locals stood in the middle of the road protesting. To find out what that means, you'll have to watch the video. Thanks for listening to my waffle so far. I may have to edit, which I don't like doing with waffles because they're supposed to be live. But I will follow this with some drone footage. Maybe even drone footage from here, who knows.
Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.